But sticking with LeBron, but going into something that came out today of Paul Pierce.
Oh,
Paul Pierce,
Oh God.
maybe stuck his foot in his mouth a little bit there. But
Why are we giving Paul Pierce time on this show?
we're not giving him time. We're just, bringing him
he
up and
actually gave us
gave
time.
us
So
time to talk,
yeah.
something to talk about by him putting his foot in his mouth there. But saying that that if the Lakers don't win or make it past the first round, it does his legacy, like LeBron's legacy, he doesn't get considered a GOAT at that point. Do you guys agree with that?
I mean, let me start here. Let me start. I don't know why are we still discussing the GOAT? Why is the GOAT still coming up in conversations? The GOAT stops at Michael Jordan, and it ends there. Maybe we should be having a top 5 discussion, but not a GOAT. And I agree with Paul Pierce. LeBron, I don't consider LeBron to be the GOAT or even in that conversation. If we're having a GOAT conversation, it's going to be between MJ and Kobe. That's where it stops. But a top 5 conversation, yes. I even if he doesn't win another championship before he retires, he deserves to be in the top 5 discussion. I mean, you only got to give him that respect. He's done so much, but we need to cut out this GOAT conversation. It ends at MJ. If we're having a discussion between 2 players, it's MJ and Kobe. What do you say, Marco?
This gives me an ulcer. I'm just going to ask the question. Why does Paul Pierce hate LeBron? Like, what's the beef? Like, 1 year he's on his case, 1 year he's off his case. What's his problem? Like, does
Probably
he not have
jealous.
anything better to do? Like,
Probably
listen,
not.
It's okay to disagree on goats and non-goats and sheep and all this BS, right? But to go out of his way to say, well, if he doesn't get out of the first round, he's not shut up. Like, honestly, shut up. Like, nobody asked you, nobody cares. No, honestly, like, stop wasting ABC. Like, was this on ESPN or ABC, whatever the heck? Like, stop. Like, why are you on TV talking smack? How many rings does Paul Pierce have? Okay, so like he's always talking about how great he is and he has all these records, and apparently he invented the step back jumper before James Harden did. Like, really, like, to me, it's petty. He's better than that. Paul Pierce is better than that. That's the funny part. He was a very good player. He had a great career on very good teams, and he hit a lot of clutch shots. Just leave it at that. Let LeBron do his thing. Listen, I am one of the biggest LeBron haters on planet Earth. I am. And the fact that I have to go out and defend him makes me sick to my stomach, because this jackass of Paul Pierce had to go out and say something that nobody gives a crap about. So he needs to stop it. Like, it's not an educated discussion, in my opinion, for a guy who's an NBA borderline Hall of Famer, which is a whole other conversation. I don't think he is, but whatever. Anyways, now I'm just now I'm channeling my inner Paul Pierce, because
he only has 1 ring, by the way.
Okay, so then don't talk. Like, really, you're gonna stop? Honestly, I don't even know what the question was. All I heard is Paul Pierce, and I saw red.
The question was, if LeBron and the Lakers go out in either the first round, second round?
The answer is no. The answer, it doesn't matter what he does in this particular. It doesn't matter, because his legacy is already set. All he's doing is just adding to what he already has set. Yes, I know. Trust me. 3-6 in the finals, et cetera, et cetera. Yes, he played in the East. Blah blah blah. Trust me. The Toronto Raptors franchise contributed to a few of those W's and whatever the case is, but to blatantly deny the fact that this guy is one of the greats that we've seen in this generation, and I don't know if that's what he was trying to get at or not, is simply ignorant, and it's coming across like very, very much jealousy.
Yeah, I agree. LeBron is one of the greats. For me, and this is just me speaking personally, he's not the GOAT, but he's definitely top 5 and one of the greats.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, for myself, I've always had conversations with other people and debates about this. Who is the GOAT? Is it MJ, Kobe, LeBron? I've always said no. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. He is still going to be the GOAT for me, but I don't think that LeBron is that far off from being the greatest player of all time. I mean, yeah, championships. He doesn't have as many championships, but is championships the be-all, end-all? Because if that's the case, Derek Fisher is one of the greatest players of all time. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, championships isn't the be-all, end-all when it comes to being the greatest of all time. You're talking about LeBron. He's got the most points in NBA history. He's got the 3rd most assists in NBA history, 6th most rebounds in NBA history. He's got three titles. He's 3 times finals most valuable player, 4 times most valuable player in the regular season, 16-time All-Star.
On and on.
You know, you can go on and on. Like, and that's the thing. To consider him to say he's not even Paul Pierce to say he's not even in his top 10. Like, come on, are you kidding me? That is the definition of a top 5 time. Sorry. Back to that. Sorry, top 5 player. He's not in his top 5. That's the definition of a top 5 player. Who do you take out for LeBron? James Harden? You put James Harden in there or something? Like, I don't. It doesn't make any sense. You're talking about one of the greatest scorers in NBA history, and you're not including him in your top 5.
Man, this is
because you saw The Last Dance, the documentary. That was your 2019. You included him in your top 5, and then you made it. Yeah, 2019 he had him in his top 5, and now he doesn't.
He made it seem like people who didn't put LeBron in the top 5 were crazy, and then he turns around talk like.
That's what I mean. That's putting your foot in your mouth.
Classic Paul Pierce for you, though.
You know what Paul Pierce is? I'll tell you what Paul Pierce is. He's the GOAT of clickbait. That's what it is. He got me. Congratulations. Right. Move on to the next.
You're right.
What is wrong with Paul Pierce?
I bet if you ask Paul Pierce to list his top 5, he's gonna be in there. In
4
his own
times.
top 5.
4 times. And Anton Walker, number 5. Oops, never mind. Too soon.